Top 5 NBA players who cheated on their wives. The practice of spending money, living in luxury, and dating a variety of girls is a tendency that almost all players follow. Since NBA players are constantly in the public eye, the media makes sure that every single one of their concerns is publicized for everyone to see. After their husbands had stolen millions of dollars from them, some wives decided to leave their unfaithful husbands. In contrast, some people have only been there to acquire renown for their advantage. Some wives have even allowed their husbands to depart and enjoy their lives, with the expectation that one day they will come back and realize how unfaithful they have been. A look at the 8 NBA players who have been caught cheating on their wives is as. Number 5. Raymond Felton. Law enforcement sources reported on Tuesday that Raymond Felton, a guard for the New York Knicks, flashed a revolver filled with bullets that penetrated body armor at his wife during multiple altercations that took place in their Upper West Side apartment. As a result, the lady became so afraid that she turned both the gun and her estranged husband over to the authorities. The brunette beauty Ariane Raymond Felton, who is 24 years old, is the wife of Felton. She told the police that the firearm was drawn on her on Valentine's Day, which was the second time in a month that he had done so. According to her, there had been 2 other episodes since the middle of August, both of which were driven by their arguments on his alleged adultery. When we were having disagreements over our marriage, he would whip out the gun and wave it around. Raymond Felton, who filed for divorce the previous week, reportedly informed the police that the incident was carried out to intimidate her. It was explained by one of the sources that she said, "He's out doing his thing. It seems as though he was playing a game with a girl on the side. They were arguing about nonsense domestic matters," the speaker said. Raymond tied the knot with Ariane Raimondo, a law student who was attending school in New York City. On the other hand, he had romantic feelings for other women, and although they had been married for only 19 months, they had a significant argument on Valentine's Day because of his extramarital affairs with other women. It wasn't long after that that she filed for divorce, but she didn't depart without exacting some sort of retribution. During the time that they were apart, she handed over Raymond's semi-automatic gun, claiming that he had threatened to hurt her with it. Felton turned himself in after a thorough inquiry was conducted. Getting married to a law student wasn't such a smart choice after all. Number 4. Dwyane Wade. Wade's nicknames include D. Wade and Flash, which was bestowed upon him by his former teammate Shaquille O'Neal. O'Neal would sing, "He's the greatest in the universe," a reference to the Queen song of the same name that was featured in the 1980 film Flash Gordon. Wade's popularity skyrocketed as a result of the media attention that he received as a result of the Heat's run in the NBA playoffs in 2005 and his performances during the time that O'Neal was sidelined by injury. The jersey that Wade wore during those playoffs quickly became the most popular jersey in the league, and it held that position for almost 2 years. It is following the success of the Heat and Wade's remarkable performances during the NBA playoffs in 2006. Wade made appearances on several talk shows, including The Late Show with David Letterman and Live with Regis and Kelly. It is in addition to that, he appeared as himself on the Disney Channel show Austin and Ally, playing the role of a fan who is completely enamored with Austin Moon. Dwyane's wife Gabrielle Union did not abandon him even after she learned about his affair with Aja Matoyer. This is the situation in the case of Dwyane. As a result of this affair, Aja gave birth to a son who was given the name Savior. Subsequently, his mother wrote a letter to the union in which she revealed all of the deep-seated facts regarding the secret relationship she had with her husband. The fact that she did not separate ways even after she discovered the truth is the most shocking aspect. Even though she continues to reside with him, she does not acknowledge Xavier as one of Dwyane's sons. No one knows what motivated her to make this choice. Is it love in its purest form, or the advantages of living with a celebrity? Number 3. Kobe Bryant. The commissioner of the National Basketball Association, Adam Silver, referred to Kobe Bryant as one of the greatest players in the history of our game. The New York Times also stated that Bryant had one of the most decorated careers in the history of the sport. In addition to being awarded the NBA Player of the Decade for the 2000s by both Sporting News and TNT, Reuters referred to him as arguably the best player of his generation. Throughout their relationship, Kobe and Vanessa have been in and out of the married relationship. Following the allegations of sexual assault that were brought against Kobe in 2003, everyone anticipated that Vanessa would leave him. She didn't do as well as was anticipated that year, but she soon became fed up with the allegations about Kobe's extramarital affairs and finally filed for divorce in 2011. In addition to receiving a mansion and millions of dollars, she acknowledged that she would share custody of both of her girls. But they realized that they couldn't be separated for very long, and they made the decision to get back together. The birth of their third daughter, Bianca, was another piece of delightful news that they shared with the world. Number 2. Michael Jordan. An NBA All-Star great, Michael Jordan was always a wealthy man and has been in the public eye on multiple occasions for having affairs with a variety of women during his career. In addition, it has been stated that Michael Jackson made an offer of $5 million to Carla Naffel to maintain her silence over their relationship when he retired. Pamela Smith's assertion that Michael Jackson was the father of her son Taj was yet another high-profile circumstance that came to the attention of the public. Even though they did share the bed on a few occasions, it was determined that he was not the father of the child once the issue was brought before the court. His wife, Dwyane Wade, who had been with him for 17 years, finally reached a point where she could no longer tolerate it and filed for divorce. As a result of the divorce, she was awarded a staggering sum of $168 million, making it the most expensive divorce in the history of the sports industry. Has the 17 years that she spent with him been worth it? Number 1. Andrei Kirilenko. In addition to being a woman with a great heart, Masha Kirilenko is also Andrei Kirilenko's wife. As someone aware of the routines and living standards of basketball stars because her father was also a basketball player, she allowed her husband to share the bed with another woman on occasion. Confused as to why? As far as she is concerned, there is a natural tendency for people to pursue things that are prohibited. Because of this, she has made it possible for her husband to have sexual relations with another woman once a year to prevent him from considering doing it on his own. The strategy appears to have been successful so far, as they have been together for the past 16 years and appear to be content with one another as they have always been. Weird, but it's the truth. If I'm being completely honest with you, these are just a few basketball players who have been caught cheating on their serious relationships. If I were to begin taking every name, it might take me the rest of my life to do it. Did you like it? Tell us what you think of the video in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.